Hey everyone, it's Erin Flutter here, and I am here planning for yet another week in my Blackout Bullet Journal. This bullet journal is from Archer and Olive, and I have a whole video because a lot of people have been asking like how I felt about doing this Blackout journal and why I'm switching back to a white notebook in the new year. So I have a whole video coming up on that. But I am still in it for the rest of this year, so I am doing another weekly for you all. So this is for the week of December 16th. Is that right? 16th? It's kind of crazy how quickly this year is going by, but this is the week that I go back into the office to work, so that means I am traveling to New York City, so that is going to be a lot, but it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I will make it through. So this week I decided to try to have as much space as possible because I will be going back to the city, so there's a lot of things that are going on for the first 4 days of my week. It's not going to be too bad, I don't think, because a lot of people have use or lose, which is basically if you don't use your paid time off. We call it annual leave in the federal government, but if you don't use your time off, then you lose it. You can only carry over 240 hours from year to year, so a lot of people are going to be using that. I think this week there will be quite a few people still left in the office because this is the week of our holiday party, which I still have to pay for because I haven't been there, so I haven't been able to pay for it. But I think that is on Wednesday. I wrote it down on Wednesday, so I really hope that is correct. It could be Thursday, but I'm not entirely sure. So this week isn't going to be too bad, I don't think. I think that there's going to be a lot of people meeting with me and things like that just to kind of go over some things. But other than that, I think it's going to be the same as it always is, just in the office. Or it could be a little bit more relaxed, which I would 100% support. So with all that said, I am setting up this week for Monday and Tuesday on the first page, Wednesday and Thursday on the second page, and then I'm making this a 2-page spread because I am adding so much space for macros and fitness. So the macros is going to be my meal plan plus macros, and then the fitness is going to be my workouts plus my Apple Watch rings. So if you guys saw last week, I had that separated into 4 different columns, and for this one I'm doing a little bit less structured, and I'm just going to have a space for macros and a space for fitness, and hopefully that will be enough for me. I'm sorry that you guys can't see the words very well in these clouds. It's really that like metallic look that kind of makes it hard to see, but in person it does pop. So it's just because of the lighting with my studio lights, and then with the metallic from the chalk marker. But the chalk marker is holding up really well, so I'm really happy with how that's going. So I actually used one cloud for 2 different things. So I have Tuesday on the left side and then Thursday on the right side of that cloud. And now I'm trying to make it somewhat even. I gave up by the second spread of this for Friday through Sunday. I kind of gave up, but on this page I wanted it at least a little bit equal, and then it didn't end up being equal anyway, so I guess it really didn't matter at all. But I like the loose look to it. I feel like it's nice to have that kind of whimsical element because this is like, my theme is galactic dreams, so I like that it's a little bit whimsical. That's why the lines for the dream bubbles, thought bubbles are not perfectly in line with the rest of the, like with the shape, with the color. So I like that it's a little bit more whimsical-y. And there my husband called me, so I think he wanted me to look at, I don't know, our dog or something because she was being really cute. That happens a lot in our household where we're just like, oh, honey, come here. And look, she's looking so cute. We have a problem. Anyways, so moving on, I am doing the same kind of setup. I do the faux lettering where I put down a thicker downstroke than the upstroke, and I do that with the jelly rolls. I do not have a white pen that is a brush pen, so it's hard to kind of achieve that look for the, the calligraphy style look. So I like doing the faux calligraphy to make it at least appear that way. I'm just going to add in some of the things that are known to me. First of all is inbox zero, because that is what I do every single day. I try to make sure my inbox stays manageable, and it really helps me to have this daily reminder on every single workday. So I like to keep that on there. I know I do this every single week, but it doesn't work for me to have it as a monthly task, or as a monthly habit tracker. So it really helps me to keep it on my daily pages. So I definitely have inbox zero on every single day. And then I know a few other things that are going on. For example, I know that I have a carryover task from last week, which is why I looked at my previous spread to add in our water compliance branch facilities. And then I also know that that I have to put in a leave slip for Thursday. I don't know why I put it on Thursday, because everything has to be completed on Tuesday. So I'm not really sure why I put it over there. I probably need to cross that out. So I have to do a lot of our admin tasks, like putting in my leave slip, my MaxiFlex for the next 2 weeks, and then my time card. All of that is due on Tuesday. So once I get kind of the bare bones down that there's the holiday party and my inbox zero and all that kind of stuff, I move on to the next week, which again, I'm using these VersaChalk chalk markers. I really just love this effect. And I love how it's very pigmented versus very metallic. It does have a lot of metallic in it, but it's also extremely pigmented compared to other metallic markers that you will see. And I really appreciate that, because one of the things that I really wanted with this Galaxy look was something very, very bright, very eye-catching. And these really did it for me for this spread. So I didn't really realize what I was going to use the extra space for until while I was planning it out. I kind of got a pretty good idea of what I wanted to do. So I was planning out where the macros and the fitness were going to go. And then I decided at the end of the week that I wanted to have a goals this week, a goals for this week. I don't know why I just wrote goals this week. Okay, that still works. Whatever. Anyway, so I wanted to have kind of a goals section, kind of like a top 3 for the week, because this week is going to be pretty crazy with driving down to New York City and trying to get back into the swing of things in office life. So I really wanted to make sure that I had some big top 3. So not something. And it's going to be like one of each category, I think. It's going to be like 1 is probably going to be work goal, 2 is probably going to be business goal, and then 3 is probably going to be home goal. And I forgot to put it on here, but to my patrons, we do have a patron hangout December 22nd. It is our first hangout. It's going to be very casual, very fun. So if you want to sign up for my Patreon before then, you get to participate in the first live. It's kind of a test run live before things really kick off in January. So there's bound to be some technical errors on my part. So I really appreciate them for allowing me to spend some time testing everything on them. They've been wonderful. I thank you guys in advance for letting me test things out before and for having you guys beta test. It has been the ultimate pleasure to have you guys beta testing for me. So I'm really excited for it to go live and for more people to join our little community. But I think it was really fun to have a lot of beta testers come in for the first couple months and really give me a chance to get into a pattern for the Patreon, having me test things for the Patreon, how I'm going to deliver things, getting the Facebook group all set up and everything like that. So I'm really excited for that. So patrons, I am really looking forward to it. So that is Sunday, December 22nd, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you are in the Patreon group, you probably know that. And it's going to be held in our Facebook group, which you need the password for from the Patreon. So anyways, that is the setup for this week. Again, I wanted to keep this 4-page spread on two different pages, if that makes sense. I wanted to keep it this way because I have a lot of extra pages in this notebook because I was so careful, because I've never had this like low page notebook before. So I was really, really careful for the first couple months, and now in the last couple months I'm like, oh, I can actually use this. This is great. So I like these kinds of spreads where I have like tons of room and I can add some lettering and things like that. So I'm excited to do that for this setup. So thank you all for joining me for another week. This Friday will be the January 2020 setup, so I'm really excited to set up that. My patrons gave me my theme for the month, and I'm really excited about it. I've been sketching out ever since they sent some ideas my way, and I'm really excited for it. So thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys like this setup. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, all that kind of jazz, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.